Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Muhammad and in this video I'm going to show you the best lighting setup you can get for under $100. But first, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you like today's content, make sure you give it a thumbs up so it helps the channel. So those of you who follow me on Instagram already know that I just changed my desk setup. So the main reason was that since I just moved to Sydney for my master's degree, I thought I would spend most of my life, most of my study on campus because I have to do a lot of designing and everything. But because of this COVID-19, everything went online. I've already spent my first semester online studying at home, and trust me, it was really uncomfortable. And the time they released the news that the second semester is also going to be online, I knew I had to find myself a workplace where I can work comfortably. So I just went online and bought myself a really nice table. But foolishly, I just guessed the size of my room. And when the table arrived, it just turned out to be a few inches wider than what my room could accommodate. So I moved everything to my living room. But by moving here, a few problems arose. As I live near traffic and a public school, during the daytime it gets pretty loud, and that meant I cannot even record it. It's so loud I cannot record anything. So that meant I had to change my recording schedule at night when everyone's sleeping and I can get a lot of quiet place for myself. But recording at night meant there is no natural light. I have a big window here, but at night it's of no use and I cannot use that natural daylight. So that meant I had to buy these lighting setup, in which in this video I'm going to review. So without further ado, let's get started. Now this light setup is from Volkwell and I got this from Amazon for about $90. But if you go to the link right now, the one I provided, and right now you can buy this on Amazon for about $78, so you save about $12. Now for nearly the same price, you can also buy some LED panels for about $100. But because LED panels are expensive compared to these soft boxes, so you can only buy about one LED panel, and it's going to be smaller in size. Now the problem with smaller size LED panels is that all the LED bulbs are densely packed together and the light is going to be pretty much direct and harsh. Now the best thing about softbox is that they create a softer light. Now don't get me wrong, you can buy pretty expensive LED lights too, and they are brighter, better, but they are pretty pricey. So if you're just starting like me and tight on a budget and those hard-earned bucks can be used someplace else, trust me, just get these and you'll thank me later. Now in this package, you get two soft boxes along with kickstands and bulbs, so you can easily create a 2-point light setup. Now setting up the light is pretty easy. You just open up the tripod to whichever height you like. It goes pretty tall, so you can adjust according to your height. And the softbox itself has multiple angles or orientation as you prefer, so you can just light your situation as you like. And the diffuser itself locks magnetically, so you don't have to be confused that it will break apart. So you put your main light at such an angle that it creates a dramatic effect and create a little bit of shadows, and you use second light, which is the side I'll show you later. So it just bounces off of something and it fills those shadows, but not just illuminate from both sides. At least this is how I like to create a dramatic effect. You can do that if you're into that, but for me, I just like to create a bit of dramatic effect. So you put your main light at such an angle to create dramatic effects, to give some shadows, and it just feels pretty good. But the shadows are pretty dark right now. So now you use your second softbox to control those shadows. Now you can put your second light at a similar angle as the first light to illuminate the subject from both sides and have no shadows on your face or the subject at all. But for me, I personally like it to a little bit of shadows, not too harsh, just to a little bit illuminated. So I just put my second light at a certain angle so it doesn't illuminate the subject that much. Now after you're completely satisfied how you would like to illuminate yourself, then you can move on to your background, because background gives a good definition. These lights are just white bright lights, so there's not much vibrance in the video. So you can just use your background to give a certain colors, depends on you how you like it, just to add a bit of pop on that. As you can see, I just turned on the lamp on the backside and it just gives this video a certain signature color that it was missing. Now, no matter how expensive lights you buy, it is not going to work for you until you know how your camera works. So you have to change your settings in cameras too. Now make sure you turn down the ISO as much as possible, as it reduces grain in the video, and these lights help with that. For example, let me just turn on the basic light and put the camera on just the auto, and you can see the difference. I've just put my camera on auto settings, and just because there is not enough light in the room, the camera is just turning up the ISO, the image sensitivity, and you can observe a lot of grain in this video, and the quality is not that much clear. So this is why you have to put your camera in the manual settings, and you have to turn down the ISO as low as possible, as 100 if it's possible. For me it is, and these lights do help you with that. So I've just changed the settings to manual and ISO 100, and these lights look pretty good on it, and there's no grain at all. But the settings does not end here. You have to change the white balance too. Right now the white balance is set to about, I think it's on auto. Let me just check and change to whatever I like, and you can experiment on it according to your lighting, and you can just choose the best one for you. So I've just changed the white balance, and I'm pretty much happy with the results though. It's the way I want it, and it's pretty good. One thing I'm going to change in the future, one thing I'm going to experiment in the future, is because the background, it's a little bit brighter than what I would like, and I would suggest you experiment with what you like. The background you see right now is without post-processing. That's why I said that I don't like it, because it's too much bright. But when I was editing this video, I figured out a way to darken that out a little bit. You can also do that if you like to. So yeah, I kind of figured it out, and now it's perfect as I like it. Probably in next videos I'm just going to experiment with my primary and secondary lights to see how I can darken the background a bit, and you can do that too, and you can just choose whatever setup you like. So once you have gone through all the setups, your first light, your second light, and you have set the background and you have changed the camera settings, I think you're pretty much done.